So I may or may not have already recorded this once, but which sucks because this isn't a scripted video or anything. So, but basically, and I forgot to include my mic audio. But basically, I was going to talk about I was talking about collective shout and all the stuff they're doing. I didn't really care at the beginning. I cared, you know, since obviously I saw a video on this other games, but you know, it didn't affect me, so I didn't really care. Like, selfish, I know, but you know. But basically, recently I was trying to get a game. It was Peak, I think.
I'll make this.
And I didn't get it because guess what? The master. So I've tried to get the game, blah blah blah. I just couldn't get it at all. Who's still alive? Yeah. But basically,
I thought you came just in time. I thought I was going to die.
But basically, I was trying to get the game, blah blah blah, and it was like, oh, you can't get this game because you're a money guy. You're money dude, bro. So, and then, I was kind of mad. I was gonna do like all this stuff, make a virtual card for a $7 game, which then I realized it's just not worth it. Most of the time, like, my friends probably even know how to play anyways, and I suck at single player games most of the time, so especially when it's going on multiplayer. But basically, that's where it makes me wonder, like, why this collector's how they do it? I mean, to some extent, I get why. You know, they're doing it because they don't take the games they blah blah. They don't think, oh yeah. They think the games are bad for people, they think they're causing crimes. They aren't, let's be honest. We disproved this like 20 years ago. But, okay, let's say they ban violent games, whatever. They ban GTA, they ban Detroit Become Human. Stuff like that, you know? They ban all violence games and stuff with DS, Flipnote, or whatever. Then what? Are they gonna move on to movies? That's a much better industry. You know? If games were like a criminal industry, then movies like are easily quadruple that, you know? Since everybody watches movies. You watch the movie, your grandpa watched the movie. Your dogs probably watch the movie. You know, everybody watches a movie. Then, what are they gonna do? How are they even gonna stop movies, really? Because obviously with games, are they gonna shut down theaters? Are they gonna just get streaming services to lead it? Now, obviously, I'm saying collective shout, just to, you know, have a unified one, but really, it's all the credit card companies, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, whatever. But basically, so it started getting me wondering, what are they gonna do, you know? Since it seems like, after video games, and maybe, like, cable TV, let's be honest, dying. And maybe cable TV. What are they gonna do? Let's be honest. No movie theater is gonna shut down just because this is like, oh yeah, we're gonna shut down if you don't stop. I'm about to buy this. Like, never mind. It's gonna shut down because we said so, or because they wouldn't, you know. It's because Collector Shop said. Or no movie theater's gonna comply with Collector Shop saying, okay, you can only show the new Paw Patrol movie in Power Rangers or something. You know, but like, no movie theater's gonna comply with that, so what are they gonna do, you know? And obviously this is just referring to like places, movie theaters, when you're going to movie theater. Pirating. Like, a lot of companies are already trying to tackle pirating, like, on their own without being a shop. What is like your shop can do? Since they're retired. Like, without the credit card companies, they wouldn't be able to do it. Obviously, you don't have to pay for pirating. That's the point. Because, like, a VPN or something. You know? But then, once it gets to like stuff like TV, okay, are they gonna censor commercials? What do they censor? They censor, news media. No, if people can't buy cable TV, then the news is gone. I mean, you can't exactly go back to news for 25 cents. Obviously, I don't think they're going to go that far, but I feel like it's a possibility. And obviously, this is more of a hypothetical than anything. But like, at what point when it starts affecting everybody?
I don't know if I should thank you or run away.
Oh, I forgot something. Ooh. Anyways, at what point I feel like at the point it starts affecting people in politics, like maybe even with movies, maybe it stops at movies. When does it stop? When does that happen? When does it start affecting those people? And they start like going, yeah, no, buddy, you can't do this. Nah. And what if they don't get stopped? What do? They censor movies, they censor TV, they censor games, blah blah blah. Then what? Do they just sit there being hated by the whole world? Or like erase themselves off the internet? I don't get the motive. Or I don't get the motive. I don't get the goal. That's my point. What do they do after this? It's more self-destructive than anything, I feel. They've gotta know they can't go that small. So I think they're just doing the harshest things they can. They're gonna try doing the harshest things they can until they do get to that point where it's like, where somebody stops them, Where somebody, with actual power. Or with, you get what I mean. Somebody with the power and stuff like that actually stops them, Or maybe not even that. Maybe it's just until Visa gets tired of counting the deal 24-hour calls that clog up their real calls. Which, let's be honest, they don't care about the real calls. That clog up their real calls probably make people turn away from Visa. Even our cost them money, I wouldn't be surprised if people are quitting. I left control of this, nice to know. People are probably quitting. Workers that work at Visa call centers quitting for sure. I don't have a statistic for that or anything, but there's a good chance. So it's like, what are they gonna do? Since they clearly 100% agree with Collective Shout. There's no doubt about it. Who's ever in charge, who's ever blah blah blah, agrees with Collective Shout. We all know that, for sure. But then, it's like, okay, now people turning away from MasterCard, going to whatever, going to Zelle, whatever. I don't think that's a payment processor. Is it? I'm not sure. Shoot, where am I going? They're going to Zelle, they're going to LinkedIn Pay. I don't even think that's a thing. LinkedIn, I'm gonna be ideas. Gotta cash in on this. But basically, where does it stop? Does it stop at just the internet in general? Do they start going to things that do they stop with media in general? What if they decide, people shouldn't buy bikes, Like, we think bikes are too dangerous for children, so we're gonna outlaw them everywhere by making Visa stop selling them, or stop by making people stop being able to buy them. You know what to do, Visa. They basically have credit card. They basically have credit card companies on a leash, if that makes sense. I Not at least. I feel that implies that like record companies are doing it like not in their own will, but we all know they are. Unless they have like secret blackmail or something, which honestly I kind of thought at first. Like they must have blackmail against somebody, you know. Also, Collective Shout claims to be running by like all women, and they're just protecting women around the world. But that's just blatantly a lie. They have, like, I think they have the same amount, if not more, male workers at Collective Shout. Then again, I need to confirm that. So even then, what's the goal, you know? I feel like it gets to a point where everybody hates them, including the people they work with, you know? And there's just like 4 or 5 people on the team, or whatever. And it's just like 4 or 5 people on the team that are like really dedicated. But what are they gonna do, you know? They don't have their connections, they don't have all this blah blah blah. They're just kind of, you know, stuck there, hated by like everybody. Because like social movies, TV, stuff like that, you know? What if they just like, yeah, no, you can't buy cable television because we don't want you, you know? That's just gone, you know? Like, obviously there's other payment processors like Zelle and stuff. I'm sure those are more popular. I think Google Play. Google Pay. Actually, that's not even a payment processor. That's just like, that's basically PayPal. Extra steps. And worse. You know, but like, what else are they going to do? What about niche games like VR, you know? What about games like those? You're gonna essentially Meta Quest for it? Which is fair, Meta Quest already come out. It's not that crazy. Most of it's slop. Like if I put it in it right now, which I will actually. Hold on. It's the entire Facebook store, whatever. It's not even the store itself. It's mostly like Meta Quest Mega AI slop, basically. I'll open it literally right now. I don't know if it's gonna show, but like go to the Meta Horizon store. You can see my room. If I go to where was it? If I go to the Meta experiences, if I find them. If I can find them, hold on. Horizon Feed, here's what it is. I'll scroll until I find something AI sloppish. Okay, Roblox knockoff. AI slop 2 right here. Like instantly, 3.2 and 4.9. This one costs money. This one, I actually own this game. Legally, of course. Wink, wink. But basically, I actually own this game. It uses a lot of AI assets that are completely out of place. The game itself has a framework. It's just not there yet. I'm just, oh, just look at it. SML House. Squid Game Hide and Seek. Home Motor Rush. More AI generated. It's not even like good AI. Like it's not like Evo 3 or whatever it's called. Google. It's just bad AI stuff. Like Gun World VR free to play. Actually, I think I've heard of this game. Oh yeah, it's this game. This game is free now. This isn't AI. I don't know why I pushed it. But either way, that's beside the point. You know, there's a bunch of AI slop on here. So, my point is, what's their goal, you know? That's basically my entire point. I think I'm gonna cut it off right about here. But I genuinely just don't think about what our goal is after they censor everything, you know? It's just, I think they know they're gonna get stopped. I think they know. They for sure have to. They can't be that delusional. You know, somebody, a larger group of people in the company, blah blah, have to know. Yeah, they're gonna get shut down. So I think they're just kind of power tripping off what they do have, which is Visa, Visa, PayPal, whatever. I just lost all my money with them. It's great. Visa, PayPal, you know, all that stuff. They're just not, I mean, get me wrong, I think they're delusional. For sure. But I don't think they're that delusional. I rarely ever see blue cars. Okay. Anyways, I do think they're delusional. I just don't think they're that delusional. To think they are just you're just gonna get away with it forever. So I'm just gonna do this one crying. La boo boo! La boo boo! Brain rot! More brain rot! Brain rot for you! 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 Brain rot for you!
A lot crazier. I think I should take a nap or something.
Brain rot for you! Yeah! Ooh. Oh, still alive. Oh, never mind. I ain't anymore. Brain rot for all! Yeah!